Lake Natron lies in northern Tanzania. It is a truly remarkable place on our planet. Its waters often appear a deep, shocking red. The land surrounding this unusual lake is very dry and stark. Strange, unsettling stories are often told about this unique lake. It can seem like a landscape from another world entirely. Many people find its appearance quite eerie and forbidding. But, like many of nature's extremes, it is also incredibly beautiful. People whisper that the lake is somehow cursed. They share chilling tales of unfortunate animals. Animals, they say, that accidentally touch the water and then almost instantly turn to solid stone. These dramatic stories have spread far and wide across the globe. They paint a vivid picture of a deadly, petrifying lake, a place where life simply cannot survive the harsh conditions. This makes the lake sound exceptionally dangerous, but is this really the true nature of Lake Natron? The lake looks incredibly striking, especially when seen from above. Glistening salt crusts form intricate patterns on its surface. These fascinating patterns constantly shift and change with the seasons. Nearby, the imposing volcano Alkaline stands tall and watchful. This volcano is very special and active. It is this volcano that gives the lake its unusual, potent nature. The landscape here is undeniably harsh, yet it remains utterly fascinating. It holds many secrets within its salty embrace. We must look closer at the reality of Lake Natron. The dramatic tales, while intriguing, are not the full story. Science can help us understand its many mysteries. The lake is indeed an extreme environment, one of the harshest, but it is not a magical, evil place of instant petrification. Let us now journey to uncover the scientific truth behind this natural wonder. The reality, as we shall see, is just as amazing as any myth. The lake's extraordinary chemistry is very unique in the world. Much of it comes from the nearby active volcano. Alkaline erupts a special kind of ash. This volcanic ash is rich in certain rare minerals. Over time, these minerals wash down from the volcano slopes into the lake. They are primarily sodium carbonate and other related salts, collectively known as natron. This is what makes the waters of the lake so incredibly different from others. The volcano actively shapes the character of the lake. Lake Natron is known for being extremely alkaline. Its pH level is consistently very high. Often, measurements show it is above 10.5, sometimes even reaching 12. This is similar in alkalinity to household ammonia or some harsh cleaning agents. Such highly alkaline water is extremely caustic and hostile. Most living creatures cannot possibly survive in it for long. It can cause severe burns to skin and eyes if unprotected. The water often feels unusually soapy or slick to the touch due to these chemicals. The lake is also exceptionally salty or hypersaline. It is a relatively shallow body of water. The powerful hot African sun shines down relentlessly upon its surface. This intense heat causes a great deal of water to evaporate. As the water disappears into the dry air, the salts and minerals get left behind. This process concentrates them, making the remaining water intensely saline. Furthermore, the temperature of this shallow water can also get very high, sometimes soaring above 40 degrees Celsius or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Why is the lake often a startling shade of red or pink? This dramatic color comes from tiny living things. These are types of microorganisms, mainly salt-loving cyanobacteria. They are known as halophiles, meaning salt-loving. These hardy bacteria thrive in the salty, alkaline conditions of Lake Natron. They possess special photosynthetic pigments, including carotenoids. These pigments are various shades of red and orange. It is these pigments that give the lake its characteristic fiery appearance, especially during the dry season when the water is shallower. Do animals truly turn to stone instantly upon contact with the water? This is perhaps the most popular and enduring myth about Lake Natron. The dramatic stories often suggest that one single touch is enough. But this horrifying idea is not quite accurate. Animals do not become solid statues immediately as if by some dark magic. The reality of what happens is more complex. It is also, from a scientific perspective, very interesting. Let us explore this phenomenon more closely. What really occurs is a remarkable form of natural preservation. The lake's water contains a high concentration of many chemicals. Sodium carbonate, the natron, is a key one among them. This particular chemical, in such high amounts, acts as a powerful natural preservative. It is somewhat similar to the salts and substances used in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians famously used natron to dehydrate and preserve bodies, creating mummies. The lake, in its own way, performs a similar feat of preservation on creatures that perish within it. When birds, bats, or other animals unfortunately die, they might fall into the lake, or they may simply die near its highly alkaline shores. The unique, salty alkaline water then covers their remains. The chemicals present in the water begin to work on their bodies. They effectively fix the tissues and then become encrusted with these salts as the water recedes. This process preserves their physical shape remarkably well, preventing rapid decay. They can then look very much like eerie stone-like figures. Some of the most famous and haunting photographs show these preserved creatures. It is important to note that photographers have sometimes carefully arranged them. They may place the preserved animals in particular poses for a more dramatic artistic effect. This certainly makes the resulting images very eerie and memorable. However, it is not a common sight to find hundreds of stone animals littered everywhere around the lake. Nature's method of preservation here is still undeniably amazing and quite unique. Is Lake Natron completely devoid of life? Given its undeniably harsh and caustic nature, one might easily think so. But this is not entirely the case at all. Life on Earth is incredibly resilient and adaptable. Some very specialized organisms are uniquely adapted to these conditions. They can not only survive but actually thrive in these extreme chemical surroundings. These incredible creatures are truly remarkable survivors. They call this tough, challenging environment their home against all odds. The lesser flamingo is a key and iconic resident of this lake. In fact, Lake Natron is exceptionally important for this particular species. It serves as their single most significant breeding ground in all of Africa. Astonishingly, millions of these elegant flamingos gather here to breed. They construct their mud mound nests on small temporary salt islands that emerge as water levels drop. Their tough, leathery skin on their legs and feet provides some protection from the caustic water. It is an incredible natural spectacle. What do these vast flocks of flamingos eat in such an uninviting place? They primarily feed on the tiny algae and cyanobacteria in the water. These are, in fact, the very same microscopic organisms that give the lake its striking red color. These microorganisms are among the few that flourish in the salty alkaline water. Some species of hardy fish, like the alkaline tilapia, Alkalepia alcalica, also manage to exist here. They typically live in the slightly less salty, less alkaline areas, perhaps near freshwater inlets. A whole specialized ecosystem exists here. So Lake Natron is not simply a place of doom and petrification. It is a true wonder of the natural world. Its unique chemistry creates an undeniably extreme and challenging habitat. But this chemistry also preserves acting like an ancient, patient sculptor. The myths surrounding the lake are captivating, but the scientific reality is arguably even more fascinating. Life, in its incredible diversity, finds a way to endure, even in a place as extreme as this. This remarkable lake teaches us profound lessons about adaptation and survival.